Anyway, right, so I'm gonna try again to make a video. I've tried so many times, and it keeps freaking saying, oh, you got no space, no storage crap. So let's get on with it. Right. So, you know how the world is supposedly progressive now and all accepting, and everybody raves about how teenagers and young people are like more accepting these days, and they're more accepting and pleasant than older people. Well, in my experience, that is not true at all. It's the opposite way round. The majority of the older people that I've met have been nice and pleasant and accepting, and even love it if I wear my ears. And if I don't go out in my ears and the same people see me, they say, oh, why aren't you wearing your ears? You know, so they actually get disappointed if I don't wear my cool, unusual stuff, my furry and therian gear. Whereas the young people, if I wear my therian gear, they make fun of me. And they target me and harass me and bully me and call me wolfy and call me weird and call me a freak and so on and so forth. But old people have never done that. Even the ones who have not been so nice have never targeted me. It's usually something else, like, you know, if I've upset them, it's usually for something, like, legitimate that I upset them. Like, I didn't mean to upset them, but sometimes I do things by mistake. Like, we're human, we all make mistakes. I am, despite what people think, I'm human and I make mistakes. But apparently people come down more hard on me when I make mistakes than other people, apparently. So usually what I get accused of is recording. That's usually what pees people off. And the majority of the time when I've been accused of recording people, I'm either recording myself, I'm on a voice recording, and somebody happens to, you know, be in the screen at the time, in the camera lens thing, and they've appeared on my video call, or my own video when I've been recording myself. And then they complain about it and act like I'm deliberately recording them. That's one scenario. And two, the times when they used to accuse me of recording was when they used to harass me, like the gangs of kids that I've told you about in the past would harass me relentlessly, like virtually every day. What is this idiot doing? He's trying to reverse or something. Oh, is he parking up? No, it's just distracting because he's not doing a very good job of it. Get down. I'm right by the wall again. Looks like one of the hooligans, so I've got to be careful. He's crossing over, so he might still see me. I actually quite like his jacket. It's the usual, like, you know, the bubble jackets that they all wear these days, especially the hooligan types. But at least this one's sort of figure hugging. Not the usual bubble jacket that kind of makes you look shapeless. It kind of goes in at the waist, so it does look kind of flattering. But I bet you he's not a nice person. He's probably one of the hooligans. Like, I know that even my dad has said this, you can't tar them all with the same brush. You can round here, I swear to God. I have spoken to many different teenagers and young people around here. Teenagers when I was a teenager, obviously. But even, like, in my adult years when they've come to harass me or whatever, or they've come wanting to talk to me, I have spoken to them out of politeness to sort of keep the peace because they wanted to talk to me. So you can't call me weird for talking to teenagers because they wanted to talk to me most of the time. I don't want to talk to them, but they want to talk to me. When I was younger, I wanted to talk to them because I wanted to make friends around here. But they would be the ones who acted, you know, antisocially first and usually harassed me, bullied me, and what have you. And what point was I making with this? Oh yeah, they've all been horrible and nasty. They've usually started out nice, usually when they're younger, but then when they hit a certain age, they start being antisocial, or like a short amount of time goes by and they start getting nasty with me after first being nice to me, and then just turning like that, going from 1 minute very nice and friendly to being very nasty and like bullying me and calling me names and spitting at me, throwing stuff at me, you know, so on and so forth. Or just generally harassing us at the house in the past. And even to this day, they still do that. So even if you do meet supposed nice ones, they always turn nasty. Like, they probably like you at first, but then they hear the rumours, they believe the rumours of all this stuff I'm supposed to have done, which I never did, that I've been accused of doing, and then they go off you. It's even happened when I've just met up with normal people, if that makes sense, like not teenagers or the kids around here, but I've just like spoke to someone, and like I've hit it off with someone, like of my own age, usually, and they've been like dead enthusiastic to meet with me and what have you, and then they just turn as well. Like, they don't be nasty always, but they'll just like act like they want to get rid of me, or they never want to speak to me again or whatever. It's weird. But with the kids, they actually turn nasty to me, as if they've heard like something about me that they don't like, and they treat you like a criminal. Fuck, I've been spotted. You see, he doesn't care. He's an older man, he doesn't care. See what I mean? If that was the hooligans, they'd be like, oh, and calling me names and all sorts. I go, oh, what are you? Oh, you stupid idiot. Oh, you dead freak. Oh, you scared me. Oh. You know, they'd be going on with themselves. But that was an older man, and he just looked at me and he didn't even freaking care. He just like went, oh yes, it's just someone in a wolf mask. You know, you see that every day. It's an everyday occurrence. La 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 la. You know, he didn't even care. But if that was the kids, they'd be going, oh, you fucking scared me, you fucking weirdo. What are you doing, popping over your head in the wall and scaring everyone with you? You know, that's exactly how they'd act if it was a young person. Or a teenager. So to me, young people are like 20s, and I say teenagers to mean teenagers. That's the difference. Young people to me are just like young adults, you know. Like 20 plus. 1 minute. So I'm just quite surprised my mum isn't like calling me yet, like wondering where I am. Because I didn't even tell her what I'm doing. Anyway, so I better make this quick before she does start wondering where I am and going, oh, you didn't tell me. She'll start